Get to the championship, and on the way of getting there, knock off your arch rival North Carolina Central, which was 15-1 in second place. Would you take that, Aggie fans? They would all say yes. A&T, Morgan State in the championship game.
Great defensive effort for A&T in that quarterfinal round to keep Central under 45. Off the kick ball. Shot clock will reset to 15.
North Carolina Central hoping that they can get a postseason bid, maybe to the NIT or something. Norfolk State, because they won the conference, assured of an NIT bid. But 23% shooting, roughly in that neighborhood for the Eagles, will doom you every game. And again, Aggies play tough defense. That ball was deflected.
NC Central from the Raleigh-Durham area. Demetrius Upchurch wearing number 4 in blue. A senior from Raleigh has checked into the game for North Carolina A&T.
Coach has gotten a lot stronger over his season. He's got it to go out, step out, make a mid-range jump shot. He'll crash the glass. Smart player, very aggressive.
Witter off the spin. Hard bank, got his own board and scores.
And that's what Austin Witter could not have done a couple years ago, is put the ball on the floor from 18 feet and then come back and finish a play. Has gotten a lot stronger, as we said. Led the MEAC and also his team in shot blocks on a school record with 100 blocks this year.
Senior out of Princeton Junction, New Jersey, and West Windsor South High School.
Recognizing defense, very important for Morgan. Got a block there by Witter.
He got Jackson on the rejection. Off the handoff. Layup short for Underwood.
Got to execute the fast break a lot better than that. You took the ball too deep. Nowhere for the offensive player to score on that. Good job of Morgan getting back in defense.
It's a high-scoring win for both teams last night. Morgan State scored 82. A&T put up 84 for teams that usually hang around in the 60s.
Yeah, A&T's a team that's only scored over 70 points 10 times, and when they've done that, they're 8-2. Conversely, Morgan, 14 times they've been over 70 points, and they're 10-4. They don't mind going up tempo, but yeah, both coaches would love to have this game in the high to low 60s and just kind of pound it inside and make plays.
Childs, the follow, makes it 10-6. He's the first Morgan State player other than Jackson to score.
If you look at guys that have made great improvement from their freshman to the junior year, Brandon Good over at Norfolk State, Ian Childs here at Morgan State are certainly both guys over 7 feet tall that have developed their game. Childs now can block shots and has a nice little jump hook maybe we'll see throughout this ball game.
Morgan State playing for a 3rd tournament championship under Todd Bozeman, a 4th overall for the school. Bozeman on the attack, headed, blocked out of bounds.
He has not had a very solid scoring MEAC tournament. Averages a little bit under 6 points a ball game. Has got to recognize where he's going. And then when you're going to make that shot, the flip shot, you're not going to get that too many times. Too many big A&T guys will block that. They did.
We mentioned the size for Morgan State, but Witter on the back line, 6'8", Upchurch, 6'7" for A&T. Black off the step back.
Justin Black is a very streaky shooter. Comes into today's game having made 36 three-point baskets. Had some big shots in the semis. You don't want to let him get open.
Championship week continues Sunday on ESPN and ABC. First, the ACC Championship at 1 on ESPN. Miami takes on North Carolina or Maryland. Then on ABC, Florida takes on Vanderbilt or Ole Miss in the SEC title game. ACC on ESPN, SEC on ABC, Sunday at 1, part of Championship Week, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Miami in the ACC title game for the very first time. High-low pass was juggled and a turnover on the travel. Powell couldn't handle it.
You were asking earlier about how do you handle the size of Morgan State, and you do it a lot of ways. One is by dribble penetration. Sometimes you just got to go inside, get Witter very active, and maybe make a play or something. Also Upchurch. But the one thing you cannot do against the pressure of the zone is you can't be tentative. You've got to make some plays and try to make this Morgan team block a shot, foul you go inside and score. If you sit back and let their zone set you, you're going to be in a lot of trouble throughout the game.
That was Shaquille Duncan who had the ball taken away. Nicely done defensively by Underwood. Upchurch is hammered down low. Well, there's the attack off the transition for A&T. Helps neutralize the size, doesn't it?
But you've got to be able to score when you've got the numbers, the opportunity. You get the steal here. Take this inside. I love that head and shoulder fake. We saw that several times in the first few ball games of the MEAC tournament. Get a big guy off his feet, go in through him. As Todd Bozeman takes a look, so this game isn't over yet. Come on, we got the lead. Let's go.
Upchurch, the senior, at the free throw line, well short for a 47% foul shooter. It's the coach's son, Blake Bozeman, back in. Todd says that he didn't put any pressure on his son to come to Morgan State. He decided to let him sort of recruit himself on his own, and likes having his son, who he calls a very cerebral player, in the program. Free throw breaks a 5-0 run from Morgan State.
Nice job beating the pressure there. A little half-court trap by the Aggies.
Tipped out of bounds. Boy, Witter's length has been an issue so far tonight.
Well, he's very long. He's got those long arms. He moves his feet very well. That time, head on the swivel. Easy pass to deflect, the cross-court pass. That makes a better decision with the basketball.
Black off the shot fake. And had it stolen away. Powell lays it in.
That's why they love Adrian Powell. Gets in the passing lane, a dangerous cross pass again. Powell with the link, steals and scores.
He's a big scorer for them last year. 10 points a game as a junior, 12 this year. Another steal. This is Louisme, Gene Louisme. Powell again took an extra step. Back and forth they go in the MEAC title game in Norfolk, and Cy Allen